Welcome back. Let's get chatting with the management of BLS International Services. Reported their numbers. Shikhar, thank you so much for joining in. We've been speaking to you a little frequently also because of the listing of the BLS e-services. Let's talk about your core business now. Revenues in the third quarter was absolutely flat in an otherwise seasonally strong quarter. What exactly happened? Was there any slowdown in any particular geography? What can we expect from the fourth quarter?
Definitely. So Mangalam, if you see the numbers that we've delivered this quarter, our EBITDA is at 88.6 crores and our PAT is at 87.2 crores, which is a 90% increase from similar quarter last year. In terms of revenue, the volumes that we achieved this quarter, there was some seasonality in certain countries. So in fact, the volumes was a little lower than same quarter last year, because certain geographies, didn't open up properly and there were certain number issues in some countries. But in fact, we have seen a growth in revenue. So in fact, the revenue grew this quarter, but the volumes were marginally less. That was the reason that this quarter the revenue is flat. But if you see, the EBITDA and the PAT margins that we have delivered, we've seen a 90% growth. So that was the reason. And if you see the 9 months number that we've achieved, we have achieved a revenue of around 1,230 crores and an EBITDA of 255 crores, which is a growth of 65% compared to 9 months last year.
Did the no visa for Thailand impact your sales this quarter?
No, Thailand was anyways not a major part of our revenue. It was a minuscule part, wherein we were working as one of the providers. So definitely certain countries in Southeast Asia are changing their norms and coming back and going off. So this does not have any impact on our revenue or profitability.
Okay. How is this quarter shaping up? You have that recent acquisition. Will that contribute this quarter? And if so, to what extent?
See, as you know, BLS International, we recently acquired this company, iData, for 50 million euros. Which is a Turkey-based visa outsourcing provider working in Germany, Italy, other countries. We have signed the definitive agreement pending certain approvals. That company, we expect to close the transaction within this financial year. So once that is completed, definitely numbers will start coming into the books of the company. We expect the transactions to complete within this financial year. It is a very big acquisition for us. The revenue that in 2022 was 200 crores in that company and 100 crores of EBITDA that the year in calendar year 2022, which we expect to further growth. So definitely, as in when numbers of that company get added, there will be a good boost into revenue and profitability of the company. Having said that, organically also, if you see the last 1 year, we've won many tenders like Germany, Italy, Hungary, Portugal, Poland, in many different countries around the world, Slovakia globally. So we expect numbers to increase from those contracts. And also we have a healthy pipeline of tenders that are coming out for sourcing. So we expect to gain some part of it, and definitely that will lead to an increase in revenue and profitability.
All right, so let's end it with a bunch of, overall questions. iData, you spoke about 50 million euros. That's about 450 crores. You had cash of 750 crores. So I presume you'll be left with around 300 crores after this. The financials that we have of iData, FY22 revenues were close to 180 crores, EBITDA of 94 crores. How has that done in FY23? And with all the things that you're speaking about, FY25, what is your outlook on revenue and margins, including inorganic acquisitions that you've done?
See, the money that we have on the books is, is generated over the last 15 years since the company got incorporated. Out of this, we've already done 2 acquisitions of Zero Mass and, Starfin. Now this third major acquisition, 50 million euros, iData. We are very careful while doing acquisitions. We want our, money to be returned to us in the matter of 5-6 years. So definitely this was a good acquisition, and from that point of view, the revenue and profitability that was generated by iData in 2022, numbers for 2023 are still under audit, but we definitely know that there has been a growth in that also. So definitely in the calendar 2023, there has been a growth. The money that we are going to be left with post the payment for iData acquisition will be utilized in further growth of the company. We expect, to employ more people across the board in business development and operations. We are investing for future growth. We are going to look after this company is incorporated into us. After we can properly run this company, then we are going to definitely look at different acquisitions in visa outsourcing or different space in BLS International that could lead to further growth. So we expect next few years also, 2025 or 26, if you see the last 3-year trajectory trajectory. We have grown more than 50-70% CAGR for the last 3 years, and this year also, this quarter we have grown more than 90% at a PAT level compared to similar quarter last year. So definitely, whatever numbers we've achieved in this quarter, we wish to maintain that, and the next few years with all these inorganic and organic opportunities, we expect further growth coming in.
Okay, all right. We're going to leave it on that note, Shikhar. Thanks very much for joining in and speaking with us. So that's BLS International Services. The stock is up around 1.3%. We need to focus on another